Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hello. Hello, bitches. Hello to everyone who watches this, all three of you. As you can see, I'm rocking a little Eric Draven-esque look right now, but I just wanted to do another video, kind of a continuation of my previous video on defining your own happiness. And fair warning, this is going to be a rant and there's probably going to be some strong language used, so you're warned. And I'm also going to post a link or two. I'm going to post some links to videos that I have found that help me, because I'm not a professional. I'm not a self-help coach. I'm not a life coach. I'm not anybody's therapist. I'm not going to be anybody's therapist. So don't get your hopes up. This is just me sharing what I consider to be free information to you. So I hope it helps you. Thumbs up if it does, and whatever. If it doesn't help you, don't watch it. So here's the opening to this. Now that I've gotten the preface out of the way, now that I've prefaced this. So, defining your own happiness. You seriously don't need outside circumstances to make you happy. You don't. You really don't. Like, I've learned that the hard way this year. If you're not happy inwardly, if you're not whole inwardly, there's no way in hell you're going to be happy. It doesn't matter what comes to you. Like, you could have the best life ever, and because you're not happy inwardly, you're going to self-sabotage and you're going to screw it all up. So you got to love yourself first. And by loving yourself, that does not mean, from my experience, and what I choose not to experience, you don't have to, sorry, taking my lipstick. You don't have to pay like $200, which I wouldn't do that anyway, but you don't have to pay $250 to some life coach, manifesting coach, whatever, who already told you in a previous video you are half, which, by the way, you're not. You are whole. You are whole and complete within yourself. And seriously, when it comes to this whole you are the creator of your reality stuff, I agree to an extent. But then there comes a point where it goes from creating your reality through positive thinking and being a more positive person to God complex entitlement, which is not how life actually works. You can't get what you want like that. Sorry. You've got to be patient, which is something that I feel like nobody understands in this society, or very few people really understand. You've got to be in control of your energy, and you've got to know, if you're an empath like me, that you are at peace inwardly no matter what the hell happens. You are at peace inwardly. No matter what kind of turmoil is going on in your life, you are at peace. And you love yourself, and you do self-care, which is not bath bombs and $2,000 life coaches, but it's actually taking a hot shower. You can do that in your own house. Like, take a hot shower, clean up the kitchen, do whatever. Like, self-care is not just current self, but it's also future self. Like, what can you do today? And I don't know exactly where this came from, but what can you do today that your future self, aka your tomorrow self, will thank you for? Or even your this evening self. Like, what can you do right now that will make your 2 to 4 hour self happy right now? Like, is it making a YouTube video? Make that freaking YouTube video. Is it creating a web design? Is it, sketching a piece of art on your notepad, or, using your iPad to create a drawing or whatever? I don't know how it works, but whatever it is, do it. To quote my brother Nomi, do it now. And to also quote my brother, never put off till tomorrow what you can do today, which is why I'm making this video. So seriously, just do it. And the thing is, you cannot worry about criticism. You're gonna get criticism no matter what you do. Even today on Instagram, like, I had just woken up and I was just scrolling through, and don't get me wrong, I feel like I'm a positive influence on Instagram for the most part, but and I find it kind of funny that some people are like going down the rabbit hole of my Instagrams lately, because I'm seeing people liking stuff from like 2014, and I'm like, why are you going this far into my Instagram? Like, I appreciate that they like it, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, are you sure you want to go that far down that rabbit hole? Because it's not that, like, is there a reward somewhere in there? Because I don't remember that. I try to block out the memories of 2014 for me, but that's an entirely different topic. But yeah, you need patience. You need to do what you can do right now to take control of yourself. And you don't need any, like, and when I say do what you need to do to help your future self and be in control of what you can control, like, pain is inevitable. And I honestly think to a certain degree, suffering is inevitable. If you really want something positive and happy in your life, you got to be willing to go through hell first. If you want to create the greatest life for yourself, sorry y'all, but you're going to have to go through stuff. It's not going to happen overnight. That's not how life works. In the real world, you actually have to work your ass off, arse off, butt off, whatever. Got that bootylicious working to make your dreams come true. And I'm sorry to disappoint and insult a lot of you, but instant manifestation, made easy, is not true. None of it's true. It's all BS in my opinion. Like, and no, I'm not saying I'm trying to be the female Mark Manson either, because to me, although he has some good ideas, he's kind of a nihilist. Sorry to the Mark Manson people, but guess what? I don't care. Because I love myself. I'm whole within myself. Like, I am full and complete within me. I don't care. I really don't. Like, get over it. Get over it. And when I say that, you know, you have to suffer to get what you want, sometimes you do. Like, you have to know what patience is. And I saw this really beautiful quote on my Facebook. And it said, expect nothing, appreciate everything. So I think you guys should stop expecting and being entitled. And that goes for anyone in the manifestation LOA community. Like, just stop expecting and being entitled, because guess what? The more entitled you act and the bigger your God complex gets, the harder you're probably gonna have it. If you're actually patient and willing to work for what you want, you might be surprised how things start looking up. And no, they're not gonna look up the next morning. It doesn't work that way. Sometimes, like I said, you have to go through a lot of pain to get to the joy. But it's all equally, I saw this on a mental health video, it's all equally sacred and it's all equally necessary. Like, how can you truly be happy and joyous inwardly and outwardly if you haven't been through some dark, painful stuff? And no, I'm not saying you need to ruminate in pain and suffering. You don't need to ruminate, but you do need to realize, hey, nothing in life worth doing comes easily. Like, you gotta work for it. If you want a happy life, start working towards it. Like, get a to-do list of the things you want to do. And when it comes to the whole 2020 it's gonna be my year thing, start now. Yeah, even if your life is crumbling into pieces and everything is in turmoil around you, what do you have right in front of you that can help you? If you've got a notebook sitting on your desk or wherever, or you've got an iPad or an iPhone or a sketch pad or whatever. I don't know technology like that, but if you have something like that and you know you're good, or at least you know you have the potential to grow, draw that sketch, write that poem, write that song, play on that old keyboard. You know, like, do what you want to do. Do what you can do, and prepare to suck. Guess what? You don't become amazing overnight. Sorry, y'all. R.I.P. to Stan Lee, but with great power comes great responsibility. You do have power in you, but the only way you're going to harness it is if you take responsibility and choose to work for it. Like, nothing comes easily in life. Nothing. And if you really want something, are you willing to put the blood, sweat, and tears into it? If you heard in your head just now, yes, then stop watching life coaches. Stop listening to outside opinions, because that's what I've been doing lately, if you want to. And start doing things for yourself that will make your dreams come closer to being true. Because dreams do not come true overnight. That's just the fact. You have to work. You have to work hard. You have to go through ups, downs. Like, the roller coaster of life is going to take you, like the theme park of life is going to take you through all sorts of crazy adventures, some wonderful, some horrid and horrific and horrible. But if you're willing to go through that, I promise you, what's on the other side is beautiful. But it doesn't happen overnight, so be patient. Get over yourself. And side note, to those people who are getting really offended because I'm telling you the facts of life, most of the whole manifest your SP in 5 minutes is rooted in insecurity. The majority of those teachings, which are recycled, they're rooted in insecurity. Like, I won't say none, but a lot of these teachers were never insecure and were never secure within themselves and never saw themselves whole outside of having a partner, significant other, SP, whatever the heck. So just know that if that's how you are, if you're that insecure and you're listening to someone who fuels your insecurity, stop it, because it's not going to change anything. And start looking at yourself. Like, type in shadow work on YouTube. Start finding out where your insecurities lie, and I will post a link to shadow work, to a great video of shadow working that I found that I think is incredible, by this lovely YouTuber. Her name is Ioannis. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. Sorry if I didn't. But yeah, she's amazing. So I will post that link below. But seriously, do the shadow work. And if it helps, listen to my album, Heartbreak Syndrome. Because I can tell you with some confidence, there's a lot of shadow work in that album. You know, like, that album happened over 4 years. That was 4 years of, I won't say hell, but ups and downs. 4 years of me working my butt off to make something happen for myself that I will look back on and be like, dang, I did a good job. I released my first full-length album and it's depressing as hell. But I did it. I did it. I did it. That's something I'm proud of. So check it out. And the thing is, you don't have to buy the entire album. If you hear a song or two that you like, buy 2 songs, buy 3 songs. I don't care. Buy 0. Listen to it on Spotify, you cheapos. No, I'm kidding. I'm frugal too, so I don't judge. I really don't judge. Like, if you don't want to buy this album, but do listen to it and see what you can find. And, you know, listen to Shadow Works by Curly, or whatever, how you say her name. Listen to that. Listen to Ghoulish by me. You can find it somewhere on YouTube. Just type in Sukai Todd Ghoulish and you should find it somewhere here. And I will put links below And just remember, you got to work your butt off to get what you want. And you've got to be patient through the crappy times. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Be patient, be persistent, passionate, and at peace. Remember, you are whole. You are beautiful inside and out, and you don't need external things to prove that to yourself. You need you to prove that to yourself. Do something now that your future self will thank you for. And finally, expect nothing. Appreciate everything. I hope this helps. Lots of love.